Satellite Network, our friend Peter King, the Monday Morning Quarterback. So it's funny, I'm watching Peter, I'm watching some of these losing quarterbacks. Deshaun lost, I thought looked good. Goff lost, I thought had promise. Dak lost. My takeaway from the weekend is, we got some franchise quarterbacks here. Deshaun Watson, Goff, Dak, Wentz. I mean, I watched this weekend. From a quarterback standpoint, Peter, the league's pretty healthy, right? With these young guys?
No question about it. I have said that every year, you know what's predictable? Every year, being around people who are passionate about the NFL, in the media, in the league, players themselves, there's something or other every year where the sky is falling.
Yes.
But it's absolutely, totally consistent. Every year, there's a quarterback crisis. Every one. And I can just tell you this, at least in my opinion, every time we look at quarterbacks, we judge them. Brian Billick said a few years ago, and I thought he was absolutely right. This was after the Ponder year and the Jake Locker year and the Blaine Gabbert year. Remember, I think they went 8, 9, 10. So, and Billick said, hey, listen, I'll tell you about quarterbacks. First-round quarterbacks, there's always a 50% dropout rate. Okay, so I've believed that for the longest time. But let me ask you this, Colin. Right now, in the last 3 years of the draft, okay, Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota. Now, Mariota, I thought before he got hurt, wasn't as good as I thought he would be, but I'll still take him.
Yep.
Winston, I'm a little bit concerned about his accuracy in some of his decisions, but I still would take him.
Yes.
And then last year, Goff and Wentz. Goff looked bad last year, but now that he's getting really good coaching, his talent is really coming out. So there's 2 from last year. Now look at this year.
Yeah.
Mahomes isn't playing. Maybe the way Alex Smith is playing, he'll never play. But I think that if you look at every year, this is just me, okay? I think that they might be getting a little bit better at picking and then coaching quarterbacks, because I agree. When is the last time we've seen a quarterback come in with a lot of people dubious about him? And there were a lot of people dubious about Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I remember at the scouting combine last year, what a big adjustment he's going to have to make. And I don't really watch much college football, so I didn't know all that much about him. But now you look at him, guy's got 9 touchdown passes the last 2 games.
Yep.
He's led the Houston Texans to their largest 2-game offensive mark in the history of the franchise, 91 points. I mean, I heard this last night, Colin, from somebody reliable in Houston. And I heard this, that as much as everybody was so down on losing J.J. Watt in the Texans locker room, as much as that happened, there was not this despondent feeling, and Whitney Merciless, by the way, I shouldn't minimize that. There wasn't this despondent feeling because they feel that they have found their long-term quarterback.
I totally agree. And by the way, outside of Derek Carr with Jack Del Rio, most of the young guys have offensive-minded coaches, which I think is a trend. It's a smart trend. I love Lovie Smith, but the Dirk Cutter move I totally got. And outside of Jack Del Rio, owners and GMs are figuring it out. For these kids to flourish, give them an offensive coach, let them bail water. It's better than a defensive. Jeff Fisher McVay thing is ridiculous looking. Now,